action underway here in this 3,000, and we've been debating these larger fields in the endurance finals. 12 up to 15 in the 3,000, and that looks like an awful lot on your screen there, doesn't it? Especially, they're running at a conservative pace here. Constanze Klosterhalfen out of trouble, very wide there. Her teammate and perhaps her biggest rival for this title pinned on the inside. If someone goes now, that suddenly makes that a very, very bad situation for Hannah Klein. So Courtney Bryant. There goes Cornet. We saw her do this yesterday. The youngster from Latvia, straight to the front. 40 seconds through the first 200 metres. She waited 2 laps yesterday and just went, enough is enough. Cornet of Latvia again to the front. Silver medalist over 5,000 metres. European Junior Championships. Ran very, very well. World Junior Championships over the last few years. These women have got to pay attention. Agathe Cornet did this yesterday, and she faded ever so slightly, but not significantly. She's not an athlete you want to let run down the track. Marta Perez and Yasmin Chan, 2 athletes behind her, just trying to reel her back in. And it's 34-second lap there. That's very, very quick. The overall time still very modest. That's Agathe Cornet of Latvia means business. Yasmin Chan first of the rest of the athletes to make contact with the Latvian there at the front. Constanze Klosterhalfen reluctantly, I think she was quite happy to jog for a little bit. Cornet, 35-second lap.
Well, as we were saying, very impressed with the attitude of Agathe Cornet after that really sedentary first 200 metres when nobody seemed to want to take up the running. Cornet suddenly made this a very, very respectable race and thrown down the gauntlet, and they've gone from being bunched up and out in lane 4 to running almost in single file around this Atakoy arena. Well, Cornet, I have to confess, I don't have the Latvian record in front of me, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if she's having a go for it. Latvia's produced a couple of reasonable distance runners in the past, but this could well be a tilt at a national record for Cornet. Yasmin Chan tracking her. Well, Chan just unravelled so badly over the final couple of laps in her heat this morning. She's looking as though she's now full of running once again. The 2-time European 10,000 metre champion outdoors. She never looks as though she's really happy running indoors, and I don't think people are happy running close to her with that really exaggerated swinging arm style. You were talking about elbows flying. Well, she contributes to some of those elbows being thrown around, I'm afraid to say. But now it's Klosterhalfen straight to the front. She's decided, well, with just under 10 laps to go, it's time to make a move. She's been there for a kilometre, and it's time for her to go. Chan still in second place at the moment. Klein has covered the break quite nicely. She got herself out of that very box position from earlier in the race, and where the pace is gradually getting faster and faster.
Out to 33 second lap at this point in the 3K. I was talking to Melissa Courtney Bryant, the athlete in 4th place at the moment, on my flight over, and she said her and her coach were talking, and it's almost like Klosterhalfen strangles the field. She just ratchets up the pace bit by bit, and that's a really big injection of pace. Constanze Klosterhalfen is asking massive questions of this field. The overall pace, 8:49, had a slow first lap, but they got moving 3 minutes through the first kilometre. Yasmin Chan did her best to go with Klosterhalfen, but Hannah Klein and Melissa Courtney Bryant got a decision to make here. They've got to commit, get the back onto the back of Klosterhalfen. She can't maintain 33-second lapping. That is too quick. And already it looks like Klosterhalfen has stepped off the gas ever so slightly. She's allowed Hannah Klein and Melissa Courtney Bryant back into the picture. Those three starting to separate themselves from the field. Maureen Costa of the Netherlands is a very gutsy runner. She's leading the chase pack at the moment. Will she try and close that gap up to Melissa Courtney Bryant?
Well, the pace has just got quicker and quicker, and it's now boiled down to 3 women at the front, and then a good 15-metre gap back to Maureen Costa, bronze medalist from 2017. And Costa now, well, it's all starting to look as though these are the 3 medalists. Can Costa bridge that gap Also in that group, Nadia Battocletti, the highly rated Italian, who was an Olympic 5,000 metre finalist 2 years ago in Tokyo. But Battocletti looks as though she's struggling a little bit as well. It's Klosterhalfen leading Klein and Courtney Bryant. Klosterhalfen, well, she's maintained the tempo over the last couple of laps. She hasn't increased it, and now she's put in just another surge. You can almost visibly see it. Courtney Bryant looking as though she's struggling to hang on there. Klein gritting her teeth.
Determination on Hannah Klein. She's staring at the heels of Klosterhalfen. She clearly came into this race with one goal. Do not let Constanze Klosterhalfen get away. Hannah Klein has got a great hit kick. So is Klosterhalfen. Klosterhalfen, a sub-4 runner. She soloed that back when she was a younger athlete. Wow, 2:49 second kilometre. That is super, super quick, and you can see the damage it's done to the field. 3 minutes through the first kilometre, 2:49 for the second. They could still be on for a clocking of around about 8:40 off a very, very slow opening lap or so. Respectable but not quick first kilometre of 3 minutes, and it's destroyed this field. Hannah Klein and Constanze Klosterhalfen are going to trade blows. 4 laps to go this time round on the clocks.
Yes, Klosterhalfen, championship record of Laura Muirs from Glasgow in 2019 of 8:30.61. Disappeared out of sight with that sluggish first kilometre, but Klosterhalfen now has just been surging and pulling the field apart. Looking at the faces of Klein, Klein is sticking to her task and staying with her. So too Courtney Bryant, although Courtney Bryant now just starting to slip away. But looking at the faces of the women in the pack behind them, from Costa to Battocletti, they don't know what's hit them. They're straining and they're grimacing. It's Klosterhalfen now with 3 laps to go.
Klosterhalfen of Germany, she'll be able to sense Hannah Klein on her heels. I feel like Hannah Klein surely got to have clipped her teammate Constanze Klosterhalfen, because they are just running so close to each other. Melissa Courtney Bryant doing everything she can to stay in touch with these two. At this stage for Melissa Courtney Bryant, I think it's going to be just trying to pay attention, to focus, concentrate, because if either of these top two have got it wrong, if they've stretched each other too far in their efforts to beat each other, Melissa Courtney Bryant could pick up the pieces. Maureen Costa of the Netherlands is fighting hard behind, but Melissa Courtney Bryant has got a buffer of around about 20 metres, 20-30 metres on Costa. The battle is on for gold and silver. Klosterhalfen does have a kick. She does have the track credentials to win a sprint finish, but Hannah Klein has looked very good this season. She picked up a bronze medal at these championships 2 years ago, and she has lowered her 1500 metre best. That medal came in the 1500, and she's run a better 1500 metre time than she ever has before. It's the bell. Klosterhalfen still in the lead. Hannah Klein looked like she was going to have a go at getting past Klosterhalfen. This is a battle royale between the two German athletes. No nation has ever gone 1-2. Klosterhalfen starting to strain. Can she hold off Hannah Klein? They come through with 100 metres to go, and Hannah Klein has hit the front. She's got to strike now. She's got to go. Klosterhalfen is so brave, so strong in the closing stages. If she has anything left, she could come back at Hannah Klein. Hannah Klein goes to the hands. She was 4th at the European Cross Country Championships, agonisingly close to a medal, and she wins the European Indoor 3,000 metre title here. That's a bit of a shock. She has looked phenomenal this season, but to overhaul Constanze Klosterhalfen is something not many women in Europe can do. Silver medal for Klosterhalfen.